Welcome to Wilson's Castle.
Alright, here we go. Now we finally found it after we just had the scare of our life. Going down somebody's driveway.
Creepy kind of Poland.
Do we park here?
I don't know where we park.
And parking. Oh my god, doesn't look like. Oh my god, there's nobody here.
I know, this is kind of creepy. We made it to the Wilson's Castle after how many hours worth of driving?
3-ish.
3 hours worth of driving.
And lost.
And lost.
It's so quiet.
We are about an hour late.
Yep, an hour late.
Yep, nope, that's creepy.
Oh god, so.
Mm-hmm.
Help? Oh. Hi.
Hi, sorry we're late.
It is on the middle hour.
Yeah.
So this room right here is famous for
This is the second
the first owner, Sarah Johnson, staring out these windows and looking for somebody. She's mourning
This just
somebody.
said
This
son.
is the second time this has said son.
She did have a son who died
In
6
here.
months after he was born. So she stares through these windows. Now there was a father and a son that were here probably 2 or 3 years ago doing a daytime tour, and they were walking through the castle, and they were snapping some pictures. And after they left, they messaged Andy and said, you know, really enjoyed the castle. The tour was amazing, especially the woman that was dressed in period clothing.
Oh, God.
And Andy said, "What woman?" And he said, "Oh, the lady that was up on the second floor that followed us around while we were taking pictures, the tour guide." And he said, "We don't have somebody that's dressed in period clothes. There wasn't even a woman up here that day. It was me and you two. There was only 3 guys." So he's like, "No, there's definitely a woman." And they sent them pictures. And Andy messaged Andy and they sent the pictures.
More very spongy.
Here's one of the photos that was captured. The son was standing in front of this right here. And the dad was over there taking a picture this way now. The reflection of this mirror looking out the windows.
This is a pretty bathroom.
It is.
You know what portals are, right?
Yeah.
Like with the 2 mirrors facing each other.
Careful, you're stuck right there.
Yeah.
Don't trip. Shoelace.
Yep. Be careful over there. A lot of it's like caving in a little bit.
Are we allowed to, like, there's a chair in front of that little thing. Are we not allowed to go in there?
Where,
We don't want to write any rules.
okay, what do some of these notes say?
This is where we were doing the same quality and pretty sleeping because nobody ever takes that room because it doesn't have power. So I always just sleep there.
That freaks me out.
And I can't tell you how many times I sleep here overnight for these events, and I get up in the morning, everybody else is already gone. I'm like, okay.
Really?
See you guys later.
Now, are we supposed to, in the morning, hang out?
Yeah. Talk for a minute, get up,
Yeah.
and tell us anything happened in your room,
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
that kind of thing. I always get up and walk out, everybody's gone. I'm like, all right.
So much for that.
I'll talk to myself, I guess.
But this is your second home, right?
Oh, God, it
Did
is,
you
yeah.
have your little
I probably been out
thing?
here, I've probably been out here 8 times this year already.
Yeah, I watched a lot of videos on YouTube and you guys are like in them all.
Yes, we were pretty much here.
Yep.
We pretty much live here.
This is the coolest thing. I'm so glad we came.
Want to play pool?
I also have this thing, but it's really hard to use. Well, I could turn the light on. So when I was in there, I had my phone light on because, like, if you hold this and look, I'll walk away. Here, hold it. Hold my phone. Do you see like the?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So it's supposed to catch
Gotcha. That's cool.
if there's anything.
Yeah.
Oh. Looks like someone's laying on the table.
Yeah, it does.
Hmm.
Oh, not anymore. Flashlight. Yep.
Okay, it's gone now.
It keeps coming and going.
No, it's totally done.
Yep.
I think
There it is.
No, I think it may be picking something else up.
You should point that at the closet because I swear something tapped me on the
It does look like a
shoulder.
person though, because you can see like, looks like arms. Like a.
You can hear music on the room.
It's like picking her up. It picks people up. See, there's both of them. I don't know if it picks patterns up, you know. Where's she in? But look, it picks something up on this chair, and it looks like it's trying to pick up the pattern. But it's the same thing the whole time. I don't think honestly things literally just laying on the table right now. I heard a bump.
Yeah, from right over there.
See, I don't know if I'm just hearing other things.
Yeah, that I thought I heard something too.
But that was in the total background.
That sounded like it might have come up from outside.
It could be a car
Yeah, it
door.
sounded like a car door.
But it was two.
Yeah,
Did you hear one? I heard two.
It was like,
But not that loud.
Yeah,
It was softer. It was like
softer.
this. Listen. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
like,
you just got a response from over here, right behind you. Maybe it was just you. I don't know.
can you knock again?
No, I heard
heard
something.
something.
I heard something right there.
I heard something.
Yep.
Alright, hold on.
Oh,
Did you catch something?
a little bit of something.
Literally right where I was.
If you're over there, can you touch Patrick?
We had a pool table, we heard the balls play by themselves. The staircase is actually a super active area where they're serving at home.
Just like that.
But you said you heard something in the closet over there?
Something tapped me on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Want to go to the
You want
closet?
to bring this over?
Yep.
My
Let's go
little
to the
thingy
closet.
shows-
Which closet?
Right there, right there.
Oh, this one right here?
I was like, so I was looking in with the K2, so I was just like this. And I turned around way away from this, and I just felt something go touch my shoulder.
Is this room specific to anything?
I don't remember exactly.
I can't remember either. Is this a room?
Hmm?
What's it?
The bathroom. It's kind of creepy. Here, I'll shine it in.
Oh, it just keeps on going.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, let's do
Goes all the
this.
way through, there's another room on the other side where the flag test is.
Ugh.
Ew.
Nope, I don't like this at all.
What room are you sleeping in, Jenny?
Not this one. It feels free. The room temperature, like.
This is where the other one photo was captured.
This is what?
So this is where the other photo of that balloon was captured. So same day, father and son came
I
back.
walked in,
were
I thought
taking
this
more
was a
pictures,
cool room.
and
That's a black
they
dress.
snapped this one here. And if you look in the reflection,
Oh, I saw that.
yep,
Yeah.
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 there's the face looking back.
Wild.
Looks very similar to the same woman in the other picture on the other side.
And it's in
So they were
that
taking
mirror?
the picture. Okay, now I'm gonna get haunted. Yeah, it's in that mirror, so the reflection puts her in that
Behind
doorway.
us.
Yep, over
Okay.
that doorway over there.
That is super clear.
It is.
Oh
It's
yeah,
crazy.
so you want me to go
And
with
for
you?
them to have, there was no women on the property that day.
Yeah.
So.
I gotta go with her.
Where
are you?
So that's pretty cool. And I remember
pretty
Andy.
intense.
Andy sent me the pictures that day. He messaged me. He was like, "You have to see these. Like, I've never seen anything like it. What do you think?" I was like, "Listen, dude, you were up there. If there's no women there, how you faking that? Like,
Yeah.
you know, you watched the son and the father walk in, and they're the only two people here besides you."
Right. What time of day was that, Captain?
Middle of the afternoon. It was like,
Oh my God.
I think he said a little after 1 or something like that. It was right in the afternoon, middle normal tour day. It was a slow day. There wasn't a ton of people here. It was just those two, and he was walking around snapping pictures and didn't think anything of it.
Right.
And a lot of people think, oh, maybe she's wearing this dress, but the collars don't exactly
doesn't-
match up
yeah.
and everything. It's similar, but it's not the exact same.
A lot of period clothing looks pretty similar
Right.
back then.
And people think it might be Sarah, the original owner, mourning their child, and he had a little boy with him.
Yeah.
Maybe she's following around because he had a little boy with him.
Yeah.
You know?
More caring.
Yeah. It's very possible. And you have that giant radio tower across the street with basically just a big
Yeah.
energy antenna throwing everything over here for all of them.
Right. But nobody ever here has got like hurt or anything? Is it more just like a caring?
Yeah, it's anybody that we've run into here, it seems to be family.
Yeah.
Whether it was the Johnsons, the first family that owned it, or it was the Wilsons, Denise's family. I mean, her grandfather was the one that bought this place in 1939.
Right.
Her mother passed away here.
Oh, got super dark.
So it's a very family caring setting here. It's the same thing with like the family friend that passed away out there from a heart attack. Again, he was somebody that cared about the building
Right.
and spent a lot of time here. So I think a lot of it is just this was a very important house to a lot of people. I spent a lot of time here, and I wouldn't want to leave. This place is awesome. I mean, this is an amazing house.
So you don't think that they mind that people are in here
No.
checking it out?
We get a lot of really good interactions. The third floor, sometimes we get the get outs and the leaves and that kind of stuff up on that floor. But I mean, if it's what people think and it's just living people without a body kind of thing, they're probably sick of us sometimes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's what I'm saying.
Especially now, when we first started coming here, we were the only group that had ever done pair only here. We were the first people to get in here, really.
Okay.
So it was very untouched. And we were kind of doing it. And it actually took them a while to kind of, I think, catch on to what was happening. And then they were like, oh, we can talk to them and interact. And then, you know, that's been going well. We've been the only ones doing events here for a long time. And then some YouTubers came out. And then Sam and Colby, the YouTubers came out. And now
Just saw their video, like, what was it, 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks
that was
ago?
great. We filmed that out here in July, though. And, like, it's been fantastic for them because it's just, I mean, they need it. This is a lot of to restore.
Oh yeah.
But just the increase in the day tours, the new paranormal groups that want to come in now, it's been really good. But it's different now. Now there's people in here 4 or 5 nights a week investigating. You know, probably 7 months of the year. Where before it was we would come out maybe 3 times a year.
Right.
And that was it.
Right.
Now it's literally probably 4 times a week.
Yeah.
There's people in here. So
I feel like
get it.
they're probably like, that's why they're like, get out, like we're sick of you guys.
Yeah. And it's funny because like sometimes they, you know, we will get our names on the recording, so like they recognize us, they know us at this point. We've gotten Andy's name, we've gotten Denise's name, but we think Denise's mom is here. We've interacted with her, and especially when Denise stays some nights and hangs out, we get a lot of interaction with her because it's her daughter.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting to see how it all kind of plays off of her because again, these are ghosts and stuff like that. People I think a lot of times forget are real. That they're real people. They had a real family, they had a real life, you know what I mean? And like for her, these were her real family members. So this is like very real to her. And I think that draws something out.
The people that bought the Lizzie Borden house.
Yeah.
It's like I was reading a while ago. I don't know what they ended up doing with it, but they're like, oh, it's gonna be like an escape room, and I'm like, oh no, don't ruin that. Like I've been there a couple times just for tours.
And I've never been, and I want to go.
It's super cool there. They were gonna, the people that bought it also tossed around the idea of putting axe throwing there. I was like,
yeah, see,
that's disrespectful.
like, that's a more taste.
That's kind of a disrespectful thing.
I just feel like that just loses the feel of it completely. Like it's, I don't know.
It's perfect how it is, and it's busy how it is. Why
beautiful.
would you change it, right?
Because that's what we were gonna do if you
My
were
one
like a year ago.
friend was a genius. She was like, I want to go investigate, but I want to go by myself, and I want to pay for 1 room. I was like, how are you going to get them to close down the whole thing and you pay for 1 room? She's like, I'm just going to be selective. She booked it on Easter Sunday. Nobody was there.
There you go.
She got the whole place for herself, paid for 1 room.
That's awesome.
She lasted until about 1:30 in the morning, and then she's like, I had to go chill in my car for a minute. She's like,
Really?
it was too intense. She's like, I was the only one in there.
Yeah.
I can deal with some stuff. She's like, but it was non-stop. She went out and like napped in her car for a few hours and then went back in.
Oh no.
So do you think Lizzie actually killed her parents? Or do you think it was the doctor and or the maid?
I don't
Or the brother.
think it was
Uncle.
her.
Yeah. No.
Uncle is where
That's what I
where
meant,
I
not
know
doctor, the uncle.
And I don't think Lizzie's there.
I think she's in the other house.
Yep. Why wouldn't you go haunt that one?
No.
Why would you haunt the house you were accused of murdering in, or
Yeah.
where your parents were murdered in?
Yeah, I
Especially if you didn't do it.
Yeah.
If you have any type of free will and choice, why would you pick there? Not
Exactly.
your beautiful mansion that's down the street that you lived in the rest of your life. Typically, I end up sleeping in that room over there because it doesn't have power, so nobody wants to sleep in there because they can't charge their phones or
Right.
plug in their stuff. I've only had like one thing happen to me, and I've been sleeping there for 8 years.
Okay.
So that room's pretty quiet. I don't mind sleeping in one of these rooms. I always just let people pick first, and then that's usually the room that's left, so I take it. But I haven't had too many people complain about this room. They just get freaked out by the dress.
Well, yeah.
But other
Yeah,
than
the
that,
dress is kind of creepy,
that
not gonna
room,
lie.
the big room over here, people have issues with all the time. Stuff walking around, shuffling voices while they're
Well,
in there.
somebody thought, because they have that thing on their phone,
Mm-hmm.
and it looked like, we weren't sure, but it looked like somebody was like almost laying on the table.
I don't
Is that
know. I
typical?
don't.
There's a lot of activity in that area.
Yeah, because she would pick up all of us, and then she'd go back to the table, and it looked like they were just kind of like sprawled on the table.
I
kinda
don't know
thing.
how much I
don't
believe
know.
the phone things though,
Phones are
because
tough.
No,
Phones are
that's
tough,
why she
but-
kept going, okay, she's picking up you,
Right.
picking up you, picking
Right.
up you, and then back to the
What's
table.
that? Right, yeah.
And then it would go away,
Yeah.
and then it would come back, and then it would, and she's like, I don't know. And then she'd go back around the room, and she's like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I would say your safest bets as far as like getting a good night's sleep, as far as in the bedrooms, would be either this room or that room across the hall.
oh, we're not gonna be sleeping. We already know that.
Okay. Oh, I know. but it's-
So was this her?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't remember who she was.
I think there's pictures right here.
This room still feels super cold compared to the other room in the like.
Got baby pictures. And this is the one that they saw. So basically, they took this photo
Hold on, I'm trying to get.
in the mirror, which makes her standing.
Who am I looking at?
This person right here wasn't here.
That
So
lady.
that's a reflection. The photo was taken in this mirror, which makes her right in that hallway right there. Because it's a reflection, but nobody else was here. There was no females in this place, and this was at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's so creepy, but it looks too clear to be an
That's what
action.
they said, but they didn't see her when they took the photo. They only did it. They only
It
saw
looks too clear. I'm sorry. And are these their kids?
I guess so, yeah. All right, we're alone. I don't know where anybody else is.
This room gives me a weird vibe.
You said this one was a good night's sleep one.
Look at these like old radios.
I'm gonna assume there's people in there. Right, I can't see it. We have the light.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Oh, now I can see it. Jesus. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, these are high steps. I don't like this room.
The most activity is upstairs.
This room is honestly getting me off bad vibes. I mean, then again, I don't know what bad vibes feel like. Can we sleep in here?
Yeah, you can. I'll see you over here.
It looks really cute. It reminds me of about the garage at my old Amherst house.
Let's check.
Oh, jeez.
Shine it. Is this where the coffin is? Yep.
Oh, there's a coffin in here. Where's the coffin?
Okay.
Right in front of my face.
I'm gonna have no good videos because you've stolen my flashlight.
I'll give you my videos. Is it in the rocking chair?
I'm gonna go in the closet. I'll leave you there.
Here, let me. Friends.
This is a beautiful house though.
It really is. But it is kind of hard to breathe in here.
That's because it's musty.
I know.
Just don't set that music box up.
The music box right there, which is if you, what is it like if you walk around it, it will play music?
It senses everything and then it will.
So as soon as I put these on there, you're under. Or as soon as I put these on, you're under.
Gotcha.
Now it's either like to pull it off, or if you get really uncomfortable and you just don't like it, you can pull yourself off. Okay? There you
There's
go.
not a lot of music though.
Like classical music. Yeah.
I'll break it like doing.
He doesn't even know you. These are your big jokes.
It's my persona at this point. It's fine. Doesn't
Get
post,
something.
doesn't post podcasts, break stuff. Camera.
I'd love to see your resume.
There now.
Oh, that's weird.
What's wrong?
Oh, okay, no, that's still them. Okay.
Yeah,
There's
that
also-
was
What's that?
Like he can fucking repeat himself. Is he
I think you said easy.
1 sec.
1 second.
Badly.
That's, huh?
Wow.
Easy.
It's interesting to see that
What was that?
who picks up what and how much.
Keep the mind heads. So interesting.
I think there's stuff. Is Patrick out there?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, you gotta go.
That's what I saw too. I was like,
Yeah, you're creepy.
97.1.
He's a DJ now.
I mean, at least he's yelling out when he hears.
Yeah.
Alright.
Demon.
well,
That's a lie.
I keep saying that. You're not a demon. Stop.
Demon.
That's 9. That's 9.
Oh, okay.
There are
okay.
9 people in this room right now.
Go.
Can you please say 9 back to him so he can repeat
Now.
it to us? No. I'm talking.
David.
See?
It's David.
Who is David?
If
Is
you-
anyone's middle name David?
Uh-uh.
Is anyone related to a David?
My boyfriend's David.
Get
Oreos.
out. 12 years.
Are you hungry?
Love that.
Why do you keep saying
Yes.
demon? Are you hungry?
I got some stuff.
Quench.
I literally got some
I said wench.
Oh, that's a quench. Are you thirsty and hungry?
David.
Is David thirsty and hungry for vodka?
Did David work here or did he live here?
That's so funny to see.
Is
when
David a
I
good
keep hearing
person?
David.
Is David a good person or a bad person?
it says demon again.
What kind of demon would you mean?
Hi.
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 Is David here with us right now? Alright.
Oh yeah, you heard that.
So we don't
Sorry.
need David.
Feel how cold my knees are.
It's freezing. It's freezing right over
Hey.
here.
Hey.
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 What? You have our attention now. What do you want?
My knees are so cold.
Butter?
That's oddly specific. Okay. Why do you want butter?
Public. Somebody just yelled.
Don't yell. That's rude. Where are we right now? What is this building called?
Do you know what state we're in?
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
My knees are so cold.
No.
No, I guess you're.
Walking in.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
not
guess you're
right now.
Oh.
Gee.
It's freezing.
My knees are cold.
Yeah.
David, are you walking?
And I.
And you what?
Are you cold too? I heard Ian die.
David, are you walking around
No.
this room?
Dead bacon.
What?
Dead bacon, that's new. Usually bacon, but dead bacon is very new.
King.
I never got big.
On the audio.
Jaws.
Oh, I don't know.
Dead.
I feel like that means. What's awful? I hate it.
30.
30.
Somebody just growled at me.
Well, that's right.
Oh.
It's not a demon, it's just trying to be spooky.
Yeah. Intimidate us, follow you.
You're not very scary, to be honest. You're not doing a good job of scaring us.
I'm up here now. Can you make the
Yes.
room super cold?
Yes. I heard yes. Oh, I really said yes. Could have been yeah.
Good one yet.
You never know. Yeah.
Ian.
Who's Ian? I thought we were talking to David. Who's Ian?
Is there an Ian here?
I just heard a child.
Oh, maybe that.
Is there a kid named Ian?
All lost.
Are the children all lost?
Yes. Are you trapped here? Is that what you mean by you're lost?
Do you need help?
7 center.
Huh? Who's center?
7. I did?
I'm gonna cry.
No, I said 9 and 12.
Federal.
I counted wrong. I said 7 before.
What's your name?
It's either David or Ian.
No.
What's your name?
Hi there.
Hi. Is this someone new? A lot of people.
Doctor.
Oh, here we go. Is this Dr. Johnston?
I just heard someone yell.
Don't do that.
If you give us a name,
Coming right out.
What do you like for breakfast?
that bacon.
Yes. Now.
Now. You want steak
Are you
bacon?
hungry?
There's no pigs.
Eggs?
Okay, guys.
Have you had enough?
Yes.
Oh my god. Should we end it right
Get
now?
out.
Wow. Alright, so I have to tell you. That's good. Send you. What did I just say?
Are you done here?
Yes. Yes.
To charge it later.
Wait, it's. No, it's around that thing. And it's still going.
How close do you have to be here?
No, no one's touching it.
Where's the sensor? Is it going that way or?
Yeah, where's the center of it?
It's this way, isn't it?
It's that way. Yeah.
Am
But
I-
you guys weren't there, like.
No, we just walked.
came over
Yeah,
here.
that's what I'm trying to say.
That's not. It's freezing right here, though.
Yeah, but it should be done by now, right?
Maybe it's just out of control. Just turn it off. Put it back on.
It is freezing right over here,
It's
though.
cold in here.
Oh.
I think it was just kind of.
Sorry.
That was the creepiest.
It didn't do that before.
The music is stopped. It's just creepy.
I know.
Okay, yes, walk in front. Okay. That is where the sensor is. No one can go. You're in front of it.
Yeah.
See, it shouldn't have been going for that long.
And it's
No,
gone.
it's because she
Is there,
Oh.
is there someone, if there's a kid here and you want to play, stand in front of the sensor.
You're in front of it.
Yeah.
At least we know it works.
What time is it?
Hmm?
What time is it?
10:30.
10:30?
That's it.
It feels so much later than 10:30.
Oh, I was like, here we go downstairs.
Ooh, I don't like that.
That way.
Which way? You go first.
Turn it off once you get in here.
I don't know where I'm going. Wait for me. Nope, this is the coffin room.
Shut up. Literally shut up.
Wait, is it going off because of me or?
No, you're not even in front of it. You have to be like in front of it, like watch. It should be going off. Oh, did you turn it off? That's weird, right?
Oh, did we break it?
No.
See? Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't like that. And it's still going.
Turn it off maybe, turn it back on.
Should I ask a question? I don't know if you guys saw the Santa Chloe video, but this is what they used.
Yeah.
Do you like the music box?
Because it was in the hallway, right, when they,
Mhm.
it was out in that hallway.
I'm just gonna walk around with it.
There we go.
We should go check out those.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go check it out. Okay, I'm like,
Just as we leave.
I'm lost. We just walked in a big circle.
I'm wondering if the children would play with it because I don't know if you've seen the Santa Chloe video.
No.
They went nuts with it.
They did.
Upstairs with the children.
There are children playing upstairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't they
That's
like
what I
use
saw.
a little ball too, or?
And with a ball, and there was the flashlight they were turning it
Yeah.
on. and
I
off.
have this thing.
Oh, we
That's
should go
what they were
upstairs.
using. That's what they were using.
We should go upstairs.
Yeah, let's do it. Bring that too. Alright, Sarah, you're more than welcome to hang with us and come in the house only once we
Want to go
leave.
upstairs?
We have to go back
You can
down
stay
and
here
then
for
No,
back.
you can go.
I have no
We
up.
go up.
problems.
It's
Yeah.
down. It's that way.
Oh, you can?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you
Somebody else can lead the way.
I said you can stay with us when we're in the house, but when we leave, you can stay with supervisor.
This is
my space. Get out. I want you here. Like I don't just like. How come you don't hear me? Why can't you understand? This is my place. Like this, especially here. Something here. Is there something valuable here that we?
Very. There was something that one, I think it was Steve said one of the statues for like third place in like sales competition or something.
That belonged to.
I don't know if it was in here. I think he said the dining room.
No, it was in here.
It was in here. Or is it? Okay.
Or something too, there was only like some certain amount of people in the world that didn't have one here.
I think the Smithsonian wanted it.
Yeah.
Oh, in here, right.
Do we know which one?
Hold on, let me see if I can. 1970.
It is freezing in here.
It's freezing. Yeah, no, there's a lot. There's
This one.
a few people that are very. There's one man who's so angry right
It's
now.
kind of scary though.
Just
Look at it.
Are you angry that we're here?
You know I like it. No, this one. You know I like it. There's just something very scary about that painting.
Oh, really? I like that painting.
It's pretty, but it's.
Just got a cold
I don't know.
Well, it's
If
like
it's
angry,
the water,
right?
yeah.
It's just like it's like coming down hard and.
This one?
Yeah.
I was gonna say if any painting is creepy, it's this one.
Yeah, that one is creepy.
No,
You're not crazy.
Well, I first walked in here, like when I first got here, and I walked in here, and it scared me because we were allowed to like walk around, and there's something about this room that freaked me out.
I didn't even notice that there was a room right here.
Oh yeah, I don't like this.
No, it's very creepy.
Somebody was calm, just push me, like get away from here.
See, that's what I don't feel.
What?
That I don't feel. I don't know about the chest pains, but the steps.
Yeah.
Are you more sensitive too?
No, never. The only thing I felt so far
Are you
was.
guys friends or?
Oh
Yeah.
best friends.
Are you guys
here together.
I didn't know if like there was
She picked her up on the street.
No, we got that
I didn't know if there was sisters.
Everybody thinks that we're sisters.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks we're sisters, but we're best friends.
You guys mediums?
I'm sorry?
Are you mediums?
I am.
Ah.
She picks up on everything.
That's crazy how that makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, no,
But
this
I'm not making it up.
no, you're definitely not.
I'm like, want to follow her around.
I'm just having
Follow you around.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the light that I'm looking at.
Yeah, I don't like it in here. Let's go.
It makes me want to stay to sleep in here.
Huh?
I'm mad I don't want to sleep in here.
Have fun.
Are you
I
guys
don't
staying
know
the
if
night?
Yeah.
Oh, you are, so are we.
Yep, she
Oh, good,
forced
so
me.
it's not just
Oh,
us.
nice.
Nope.
We were like,
I thought it might be just us, and I was like, oh no.
No.
No,
We're gonna attempt it.
I've never done a ghost investigation
Do you
before.
guys like it a
neither.
lot? Do you like that kind of stuff?
I love watching it. She's the one who's been on multiple ones.
Oh yeah.
First time.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. She's all
First
ready, all
time
decked
we've-
out. You got the camcorder
This is
going.
my daughter's. I'm like, hook me up.
This is our first time as well. Where are you guys from?
New Hampshire.
Okay, cool.
We're in New Hampshire.
I-
Vermont.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know where that
You
is.
know where that, yeah. But we
We-
live in Londonderry by Stratton Mountain.
Mhm.
Have you heard of Stratton? Magic Mountain, Bromley. Okay.
Nope.
Ski resorts.
Yeah, we don't, I don't see.
No, I don't either. I used
We
to.
passed
but-
Killington. I'm like, oh, that's Killington. Okay.
Yeah, no.
No. Only lived in New Hampshire my whole life, other than
Yes.
Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the two main spots that I only go. So we are going to be using an EMF reader, and if no one knows what that is, it pretty much detects, what was it, like touch, hot and cold, if I remember correctly.
When they come close, it
Yeah.
lights up. Why don't you sit on that side and put it in the middle?
Okay. It is on.
If that lights up, well.
Ask it a question.
Is anyone here with us?
If anyone is here, make that light spike up. Is it true what the mediums were saying before?
Is someone angry? Frustrated?
Hurt?
In here?
Did you not want to speak to us? It just spiked.
Maybe you're not angry. Because that's the house. That's the house.
Can you please make this spike up again? Come on, use your energy to spike it up. We just watched it. You saw it spike too, right?
I heard it.
I got it on film or video. We were getting weird vibes from this painting before.
So is this the ballroom?
I don't remember. I don't know. They didn't know what this room was. Did you not want us in here? Want to try a different room?
Yeah.
I was sitting over in this chair before and I didn't like it. Can you please spike the EMF reader?
Maybe it was weird because they thought people were sitting there.
Is there anyone over here? It does feel really cold over here though.
I'm gonna assume it's because the door's right there too.
Yeah. Can you make that go off again? You did see that go off, right?
I heard it.
I'm wondering if the children would play with it because I don't know if you've seen the Santa Cooper video.
No.
They went nuts with it.
They did.
Upstairs with the children.
There are children playing upstairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't they
That's
like
what I
use
saw.
a little ball too, or?
And with a ball, and there was the flashlight they were turning
Yeah.
on. and
I
off.
have this thing.
Oh, we
That's
should go
what they were
upstairs.
using. That's what they were using.
We should go upstairs.
Yeah, let's do it. Bring that too. All right, Sarah, you're more than welcome to hang with us and come in the house only once we
Want to go
leave.
upstairs?
We have to go back
You can
down
stay
and
here,
then
please.
No,
back.
you can go.
I have enough
you
problems.
It's
Yeah.
down,
Oh,
it's that way.
oh, you can?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you somebody else can lead the way.
I said you can stay with us when we're in the house, but when we leave, you can stay with us because I have no problems. Can you please turn that light off? There are no cameras recording you. It's just us, okay?
Yep. I can
Almost
see it.
there, almost there.
You're doing
Almost
great.
there, almost there. You can do it, come on. It's trying so. If you're the little boy I saw when I came in, can you please turn the light off?
He's trying so hard.
He's trying.
Certainly got a lot dimmer.
Mm-hmm.
How old is this child supposed to be?
He looked like 7, like around there.
You can do it.
If you want to play a game, can you turn the light off? Maybe he doesn't want to play a game.
Did you want me to put this next to it?
Yeah.
Because it did go off like 3 different times.
Yeah.
Almost caught it on camera though.
Try to use all your energy. You can take some of my energy. I'm giving you permission. If you need to help turn that light off.
There it goes.
There it goes.
Good
You
job.
can do
you're
it. You
almost
can do
there.
it. You can use my energy. Do it. Come on.
Good job.
I can feel it being pulled from me. Like I can Feel it, feel it.
So,
Come on, you can do it. It's okay.
so close.
Mm-hmm.
Almost there.
Almost there.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping that was someone
I
downstairs.
don't think so. They're all together.
No,
There's
it's
only a
up
few
there.
people here now.
Did you make that noise? Can you turn the light off?
There it goes.
If you
heard
want
that.
us to leave, can you turn the light on? I mean off, sorry. I just confused the hell out of it. I confused myself.
That noise was in the other room over there.
It
Yeah.
creeped the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounded like someone was stepping.
Was that you walking? Can anybody turn the light off, please? I'm getting frustrated now.
I feel sick, but I think it's because of the chips I ate.
That's a good idea. And then once you put these on, you're only going to be able to go static.
Yeah, it's like you know that they're saying words, like no or something. Looks like
Mind if we bring the light over so she can record me doing this? Ah, that's creepy.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
there was
That's creepy.
We heard voices over there, or me.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the voices, but I did hear the.
How do you put this on reverse on this phone?
Unless I'm making that up.
Just like and usually we go on Instagram Live when we're doing this.
Oh, right.
So we'll have people ask questions in the chat and see if
Oh, that's neat.
yeah, like a interactive investigation.
Is this Elliot? Are you here?
What are you doing?
Speaking.
Yeah, well, that's true, right?
Can't handle.
Can't handle what?
Can you not handle speaking?
I thought you said spanking.
Who is this? What is your name? Are you tired?
Homeless.
Is the castle not your home?
Help.
How can we help you?
Walk.
Walk where do you want us to go?
You want us to go to a different room?
Speak. Don't look.
No, where? Well, not like look, obviously. Who are we speaking to?
$80.
80 what?
Are you 80 years old?
At ease.
Second time you heard that tonight.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Is this Colonel Wilson?
Pilot. Changing.
What state are we in right now?
Up.
Up what?
Birthday.
Is anybody's birthday soon?
Whose birthday?
Is it your birthday?
Makeup.
You want makeup for your birthday?
I did.
You did? What happened? Is that not what you got?
Life.
Like that.
Stupid.
What's stupid?
Ed.
Ed's stupid.
Who's Ed?
On that is.
Are you from this building? Did you live here or work here?
Wilson.
Is this Mr. Wilson?
Exposed.
That might be them. That might be like that.
Who did?
Who did what?
Who exposed me? Who exposed what?
I will.
What will you expose, or who will you expose?
Look at.
Look at what?
With.
With. Same things like candles and everything.
Did it say wick or with?
With, I think. We will.
You're what?
Sorry, I was getting a really bad headache.
I'll do it.
Okay, so it is, what time is it?
2:10.
It is 2:10 in the morning, and this is the room that we are deciding to sleep in. Hi, Zoe. And I guess this was considered the seance room. Wish us luck. Good morning, everyone. We actually made it through the night. It is currently what time? 7:45, you said? 7:45. We are the only two people other than the hosts. Right, Steven and Dylan and Courtney from Haunted Nights. Everyone else left either late last night around 1 a.m. or early this morning around like 6:30 a.m. So just had the house to ourselves pretty much, well, castle. So we are just exploring. Do you hear music? I'm not going first. Go on up. Fine, we don't have to go upstairs if you really don't want to. Just like, look how creepy it looks up there. Like, it's morning, bright sun. You can't even see upstairs. We're going up, people.
Do we have flashlight? We don't, do we?
No, but I have. We're going up. I forgot to show you guys these last night. They are so freaking creepy. I didn't even see them. Yep, that just made me jump. Look at that guy. And another one in the closet. I don't get it. I'm so hoping that's a fake skeleton. Were we up here before? I didn't come this way. Unless if it was just so dark, I can't tell. I would love this place, but minus the ghosties. It's really like a mini tower, like what Rapunzel would have been in. Isn't this where they were sleeping, or are they sleeping that way? Well, they're up now. Let's go say hi. Yeah, part of this room. I hated this room. It is, but I also hated it at the same time. And goodbye, Wilson's Castle.